I want to talk briefly about the American Dream. I saw the documentary Park Avenue the other day. If you have Netflix, it's on Netflix. You can find it hopefully some other places as well. And the documentary looks at Park Avenue in Manhattan, and then at Park Avenue, as you go north in Manhattan, over the water in the Bronx, Park Avenue in the Bronx, and just the drastic difference between the Manhattan Park Avenue, where some of the richest hedge fund guys and Koch brothers and others have apartments, and Park Avenue in the Bronx, in an area where there is overwhelming poverty, overwhelming unemployment, 40 and 20% respectively at certain periods in the last few years. And I really started thinking about whether the American dream is even a reasonable thing to be teaching children as they grow up to believe in. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean teaching children that they should try to be whatever they want to be when they grow up, that there are opportunities for them to learn, to travel, to work, to explore, and to become kind of self-realized, well-rounded human beings. That is a good thing to teach children. But what I'm talking about is the idea that, truly speaking, everybody has an equal shot at being successful, whatever success means to that particular person, because factually speaking, upward mobility is very, very low in this country, particularly compared to other countries at the same level of development where the U.S. is. People who are born into significant poverty rarely get out of it. Now, this is the point where a lot of people will be watching this and they'll say, hold on a second. All these actors, all these rappers, all these athletes, think about all of these people who started poor and they are now doing very well for themselves. We need to think about large numbers. The fact that you can come up with several hundred or even several thousand individuals who have inspirational stories about lifting themselves out of poverty to incredible riches does not change the fact that when you look at the numbers, very, very few people who are born extremely poor are ever anything other than maybe slightly less poor. That's just the reality, Lewis.
Yeah, the numbers speak for themselves. What's a few thousand compared to 300 plus million? It's the numbers. That's where the facts are.
The best example I've always had, because people, I can see the YouTube comments and people will say, David, we don't have racism in this country anymore. President Obama is the president, and we have affirmative action, and everybody has the same shot, and discrimination's not legal. We have a fair society. Everyone plays by the same rules. And an example I've been using for years, and I encourage you to use it when you talk to people about these issues, is actually used in the documentary Park Avenue, which is, think about the game Monopoly. Everyone starts with the same amount of money. Everyone starts with presumably the same mobility in terms of you're rolling 2 dice. However, think about what would happen if you joined the game after your 4 friends have been playing for an hour. You get the same amount of money they got at the beginning, you roll the dice, but the property's been bought up. There's a system where rents have been driven up because the number of houses and hotels that friends have on their properties, just because now the rules have been equalized, where you were first not allowed to play and now you are. It's too late in the game. And the idea that because now on paper the rules are the same, it doesn't mean we don't have significant structural issues that prevent upward mobility and essentially make the American dream truly a very distant dream for most people born into poverty.
Right. Wealth inequality is a huge problem in this country. And, you know, I'm sure in the documentary, that's a main theme.
Write to us about this, davidpakman.com. Click on Contact Us. Definitely want to hear your thoughts. Also, join us on Facebook, where we have surpassed 25,000 likes. Thanks to everybody who likes us on Facebook. Posted some great hate mail that I got yesterday. So check that out, facebook.com/David Pakman Show. We'll take a break. We're going to go to Luke Vargas at the United Nations next, and then your voicemails and much more. Stay with us.